Rounding off significant figures. Here are the rules in rounding off significant figures. Just like any number, we have here the same rule to follow. Rule number 1, if the number you are rounding is followed by the number 5 and above, like 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, round the number up. But if the number you are rounding is followed by the number below 5, like 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, round the number down. Let's have here an example. We have 238,678 centimeters. We are going to round this off to 3 significant figures. First, we need to identify the number that we are going to round off. So let's identify here the third significant figure. So since these are all non-zero numbers, they are all significant. But where is the third significant figure? So let's start to count from 2 going to the right. So we have here first, second, and third significant figure. So the number 8 is the number that we need to round off. Okay, so we need to base our rounding off to the number on the number to the right of 8. So we are going to base it on the number 6. And based from rule number 1, if the number you are rounding is followed by the number 5 and above, so take note, 6 here is 5 and above. We are going to round up the number. So we are going to round up number 8. So instead of 8, we are going to round this up. We are going to add 1, so 8 will become 9. 238,678 rounded off to the third significant figure. This will now become 239, and all the remaining numbers will now become 0. So this will now become 239,000 centimeters. And this is our final answer. Let's have another example. We have 0.0059780 milliliters. We are going to round this off to the nearest 4 significant figures that we are going to round off. So we have here the fourth significant figure. Okay, so the numbers, the 3 zeros here, they are all non-significant numbers. We are going to start our counting at 5. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 is our fourth significant figure. And we are going to base our rounding off on the number to the right of 8. The number to the right of 8 is 0. And basing from our rule, if the number you are rounding is followed by the number below 5, so since 0 is below 5, we are going to round the number down. So 8 here, instead of rounding this up, this will be rounded down, so it would still be 8. So we will now have here 0.005978, and okay, we are not going to write the zeros anymore, ml. So therefore 0.005978 ml is our final answer. We have here another example. We have 85,583.750 centimeters. We are going to round this off to 2 significant figures. So to round this off to 2 significant figures, let us first identify where is the number that we will base our rounding off. Okay, So this is the first significant figure, and this is the second significant figure. So the number that we will be rounding off is the number 5. Okay. And then, based on our rule, if the number you are rounding is followed by the number 5 and above, so the number that we are rounding here is followed by the number 5. And based again from rule number 1, we are going to round up this number 5 since this is 5 and above. So if we are going to round this up, this will now be 6. And so this will be 8, and instead of 5, this will be 6. And 5, 8, 3 here, since they are trailing numbers, this will now become zeros. And since they are on the decimal side, 0.750 will be discarded. We are not going to write them. So therefore, 86,000 here is our final answer. Let's have another example. We will have here 205.7764 meters. We need to round this off to the nearest 5 significant figures. First, let us locate where is the 5th significant figure located. So we have here the first, the second, and the third, and then we have the 4th and the 5th significant figures. So we are going to round off the number 7. And to round off number 7, we are going to base that on the number to the right of the number 7. So the number to the right is the number 6. And then basing from rule number 1, if the number you are rounding is followed by the number 5 and above, 6 is 5 and above, we are going to round the number up. So we are going to round number 7. We are going to round number 7 up. So to round this up, we will just increase this by 1. Okay, our rounded off numbers now will be 205.7. Now, instead of 7, this is now 8. And since these are all inside the decimal point, 6, 4, they will be not written anymore. And we will write here the unit. This is now our final answer.